Hello, and yes, I have an evil chair. A jump cut already. My name is not actually Jimmy Maelstrom. That is an alias I came up with to hide my identity. That's also why I came up with a new YouTube account, because blogging or vlogging or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't disclose like a ridiculous amount of personal information if you do it correctly. But I just didn't want to have it directly affiliated with my other accounts on various things and such, just because I try not to get that much information out. So I created a fake name and a new YouTube account for the purpose of doing that. Now, I'm not really sure what to talk about on this vlog. That's one of my major problems. It will be fairly easy for me to talk about video games. I mean, it wouldn't even be any trouble at all for me to just explain the various ups and downs of each of these controllers and why I find this one to be superior, why the normal Pokemon games are not actually as good as their spin-offs, why this game is just as worthy of a Mega Man title as these, why this series of games is just fantastic, and why these games, particularly this one, are pretty much just the best games of all time. And of course, why we should all stop saying things are the best things of all time. If I say that this game is the best game of all time, then I'm saying that not only is this game the best game that was ever made, no games that predate it are better, but I'm also saying that no game ever made in the entire future will ever surpass this game. And really nobody ever means that, because how can you know if this is going to be the best game of all time? But anyway, I don't want to talk about video games the entire time, because probably there are very few people who actually will want to watch that. And especially the person who actually gave me this idea probably wouldn't be that interested if all I did was talk about video games. Now, I could talk about, let's say, books a little bit. I do have a couple favorite series of books. In fact, I think those are like some of the first vlogs I intend to enter. They aren't really vlogs even, actually, because it's more of like video, short book review things. I don't know if I want to call it a book review. That just sounds kind of formal. It's not. I'll be rating I won't be rating. I will be listing my 3 favorite book series so far. Not of all time, of course. And by book series, I'm not gonna count the Bible, because the Bible is a book series. It's really long. But anyway, I digress. You didn't hear me digress. I'm probably gonna cut this huge digression out, because I don't have time for it. Now, there is one other thing which I have thought about putting in this blog, and that would be progress on Gravio. Gravio is a game that I'm currently making with a free program called GameMaker. So far, I've got an engine, I've got the sprites for the main character, Gravio, I have the design for one level, and by design I mean I have the graphics for the level itself, not enough for enemies and such, but I have most of the graphics for the level itself, and I have one almost complete boss. When I finish the game, I hope to have 15 levels, and 15 bosses. I will probably make another vlog thing, Sunday or Monday, and hopefully by then I will have done a goal which I will set for myself right now. The goal is to finish up the boss, and by finishing up the boss I mean I have all the sound effects I want for him recorded. I just have to apply them in the appropriate places. I also have to make him capable of damaging me, which I pretty much have figured out. Like, my character can take damage. I've got that all worked out. I just have to set it up so that he can damage me, and also set up so that I can damage him. I already have him set up so he'll die when he loses health, but so far just like you hit a key and he dies. I need to set it up so that he actually takes damage. And come to think of it, I probably need to record a sound effect for when he doesn't take damage, because some attacks will not damage him. One of my big hopes for the game is that it's going to have a lot of really good boss fights. So far, only has one, so. And I'm hoping that they'll all be better than that one. I'm not going to release any screenshots right now, but I will release a demo when I finish the level, completely, and that includes enemies and the boss, and get some cutscenes in. Then I will release a sort of a demo, but more on that later. Alright, goodbye. I am very hungry.